Hey guys, it's me, Mr. 250, and welcome back to Steins the visual novel. So, we're back here again, we're in the lab right after being in May Queen Nyanyan's. I've been getting a lot of flack about that, it's like how it doesn't make sense, but whatever. But anyway, and there were, even though, there was a lot of fluff in there and a lot of like, nyan, 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 there was still some important information in there. Along the lines of that Daru didn't know who we were talking about when we were talking about John Teeter. And that's odd. So maybe if we're lucky, we can investigate into that further and find out some information. So let's begin. I quickly opened the windows, letting a small breeze blow in. It wouldn't be enough. I flip her fan to full power and place it on the table in front of me. I really wish we had an air conditioner. I turn on the computer. This is our PC for communal use among lab members. It still uses an old CRT monitor, so it looks ancient. But don't let its looks deceive you. Our computer whiz Daru scrounged up some parts and made some mods to it. In any case, I don't spend much time on it. I mostly use it to update the Future Gadget Laboratory's homepage, check my email, visit news sites, and browse that channel. I wonder if the new Teeter is still posting. Okay, I have a feeling that this is going to be a lot more text I have to read. Yep. Give me stock prices. Okay, sorry, I have to, whenever I look at these, I have to move my head. That's funny, they have a Ferris wallpaper. I guess it would make sense since Daru's kind of the one in control of that. The reason I'm not going to talk much is because if I try to talk, it sounds kind of like this, and it sounds kind of weird, doesn't it? Because I have to look behind my mic, so give me a second. In Japanese, please. I like how most people use anonymous, but he decides to go with Hoin Kyono-san! Oh gosh, there's so much text. Well, I mean, it's not like I don't know it, so I'll just read it when I'm editing, like I normally do. And you guys can pause it if you'd like, just so we can get more of this text. Okay, there we go. Whoa, I shouldn't waste all day on that channel. We have even more important things to deal with. Namely, the phone wave, name subject change. We haven't experimented with it since yesterday. It's high time I figure out what's going on with that timing, or thing. Earlier, I asked Daru to connect the phone wave, named subject to change, to the computer. He finished setting it up yesterday, and now he's about to do the quick wire work in the development room.
なあ、ダル。なぜペケロッパなのだ?
I mean, it's a 20-year-old machine with specs lower than my cell phone.
ロマンだからに決まってんじゃん、上皇。
主人公が日本人なのに、オッドアイである理由のようなものか。
What does that mean?
全然意味がわからん。
ロマンだ。
ロマンならしょうがないな。
What?
いずれにしてもラボには他に空いてる PC がなかったんだよ。
お前の最新 PC は?
ふざけんな。こんなわけのわからんものにつなげて、もし動作が遅くなったらどうすんだよ。
It could drop my FPS. Selfish. Besides, we made the phone wave name subject to change together. It's our crazy machine.
そういえば、ゲル化については調べてきたん?
Isn't it just like a really old microwave they taped a phone to the side of or something?
ああ、今朝大学に行ってきた。
Why would a banana jellify? What kind of science are we dealing with here?
顕微鏡で調べてみたんだが、分子レベルでズタズタだった。
Oh.
たずた？
そう転移とかそういうレベルではなかった。バナナではない何かになっていた。
腐食した可能性はないか。2分間チンしたぐらいで腐るはずないもんな。
フラクタル構造を思い出したよ。
Would you like to
メンガー
tell
の
us?
スポンジだっ
Would
け？
you like to tell us what all this means? Because I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
バナナにフラクタル図形の穴をナノレベルで無限に開けていったような感じ。
Okay. So whatever process this microwave is doing, it's causing, for lack of a better word, like a million lacerations everywhere.
なんかやばくね？何が起きてるんだろ
俺には一つ仮説がある。
Adding a dramatic pause to build tension. Daru gulps, waiting for me to continue.
電子レンジの電磁波の影響という仮説だ。
う？それってどういう？
俺の推測が正しければ電話レンジカッコ仮はとんでもない殺傷兵器になりうる。軍事に転用すれば戦争の歴史が塗り替わるだろう。
I twist my lips into a maniacal grin. Maniacal, even. Then I whip out my phone and put it to my ear.
俺だ。計画は第2段階を迎えた。いずれ奴らは思い知ることになるだろう。グランドジャッジメントは近いのだとな。すべてはシュタインズゲートの意志であり、人類はそれに抗うことはできん。
Sai. Konguru.
妖精さんと話してんじゃねえっつーの。接続終わったぜ。
I want to explain that he's not imaginary, but revealing the identity of my contact would be a betrayal. The last thing I need is another enemy, especially one whose power and cunning rivals that of the organization. The phone wave, name subject to change, is now an indecipherable mess of wires. Oh. We got a mail. We'll read that in a second. Let's look at the mail. So what do we get? It's probably from... Oh, Ferris, yeah. You know exactly what I mean, yeah. Why do you think I approached you, Kiyoma? The story has already come to life, yeah. I must prepare you for what you must face. That's my role as the guide, yeah. Thanks, Ferris. Alright, all we did was hook it up to a computer, yet it turned out like something MacGyver? Is that MacGyver? Would put together. Is that how you say that? I guess I've never seen it spelled out, so... Whatever. Now we can access the microwave's terminal mode and see exactly what's going on in its computer brain.
で、どうする？
How do you hook up a microwave to a computer? Just like, how does that even work? Like, what part do you even hook up? Well, what's next?
バナナは用意してある。
I mean, it doesn't even make sense. Just before I left Mei Queen Yan Yan, Mayuri asked me to buy some bananas. With her money. She's too nice for her own good. Maybe she didn't even consider what would happen. By now, you'd think she'd know that if I buy bananas, I'm going to experiment on them. Why bananas out of all things? I've just wondered. And so I put the entire bunch of bananas into the phone wave, name subject to change.
丸々使うとまたマユシがしょんぼりしちゃうんじゃね？それマユシのお金で買ってきたんだろ？
奴から提供された研究費だ。
She donated it, even without knowing.
そもそも丸々全部使う必要なんてないし、一本でいいよ一本で。
Daru retrieves the bananas, peels one off from the bunch, and sticks it back inside the phone wave, named subject to change.
実験に金をケチるようでは世界の支配構造を作り変えることなどできんぞ。
Well, we don't even have an air conditioner, so we're kind of limited in our funds at the moment.
作り変えたいと思ってんのはオカリンだけだって。
He lost all enthusiasm the second we got back to the lab. What a fickle man.
ほら、早く携帯からタイマー入力よろ。
Right. Now, where did I put my phone? Phone. I'm thinking... Yeah, so I have to pull out the phone. There's the phone. Are we calling it? Is that what we're doing? I think that's what he said. There we go. Call complete. Instant access. Can we just skip her because we've already heard all this? The Mayushi guidance system. We already know about this, so I'm going to skip it.
ガイダンスにスキップ機能をつけておくんだった。
Exactly. We should have made the Mayushi guidance skippable. That's funny. Good thing I can skip though. It's finally over. Okay, entering 120 pound. Complete. The turntable inside the phone wave named subject to change begins to spin backwards.
2分は結構長いんだよな。
Maybe we should have been less than 2 minutes. It doesn't actually have to be 2 minutes. Mayuri had the timer set to 2 minutes when she first discovered the freezing function, or whatever it is, so we're just reproducing that. Naturally, we've experimented with 60 seconds and 180 seconds too. If we set it shorter, the freezing only goes halfway, if at all. Conversely, setting it longer increases the effect.
でもさ、マジで電磁波のせいだったら僕らの細胞なんかもスカスカになっちゃってんのか?
Kind of, but microwaves are built to enclose the microwaves inside of them. While still looking bored, Daru finally gets into the discussion at hand.
お前は電話レンジカッコ仮の中に入ってチンされたことがあるのか?
そもそも入れないわな。つう
Ah,
か、電磁波の影響ってソースは?
あえて言うならば、マッドサイエンティストとしての根
拠なしとか。
かつてエジソンはこう言った。1% のひらめきがなければ 99% の努力は無駄でしかない。だから発明家よ、ひらめけ。
I'm not sure it's quite like that.
天才は 1% のひらめきと 99% の努力じゃなかった?
Yeah.
残念だったな。近年ではそれは誤って広まったものだというのが常識になっているのだ。ふわ
エジソンが言ったん？ひらめけって。
そう、ひらめけとだ。
I don't know if that was exactly what he said, but I'm sure it was something along those lines. At least, that's what the wiki said.
ゆえに、天才マッドサイエンティストである俺は常にひらめ。
The phone wave, named subject to change, rings.
しかしチンをしたところでゲル状になるだけで新しい発見など何もないよな。
It feels like I wasted 120 seconds on nothing. Daru opens the phone wave, named subject to change door, and peeks inside.
お？
He rubs his eyes, blinks several times, and then resumes staring into the microwave.
何をしている?
いや、あれ。
It jellified?
消えた。
Oh. Okay.
消えたって何が?
バナナが。
Bananamo. What is he talking about? I push Daru aside and look into the phone wave, named subject to change. Wow, it is gone. Okay, who stole our banana? There's nothing inside. The banana has vanished without a trace. After a short pause to collect myself, I whip out my phone and speak into silence.
俺だ。厄介なことになった。俺たちはどうやらとんでもないものを目覚めさせてしまったらしい。
とんでもないものって何ぞ?
I ignore Daru's panic cry. I'm surprised too. My heart's pounding, but I try to appear calm.
今すぐに緊急要請666号クーリングオフを発動させろ。何？政府の承認？バカか！そんなことを言ってる場合ではない。
There's no time, you fool!
この国が吹っ飛ぶぞ。
I put my phone away after yelling.
自演をつ。
Funny enough.
うるさいフェルスのストーカー。それでバナナはどこに隠した？
誰がストーカーだよ。
バナナを出
BANAAANA.
して手品でも披露して得意になっているつもりか？
隠したのはオカリンだろ。
Uncomfortable silence. I realize my throat is dry.
なんで消えたんだよ。
知らんがな。
どこに行った？バナーナバナーナ
I take the turntable out of the microwave, scour every nook and cranny, but find neither peel nor stem of the banana.
そうか。
The way
わ
he
かったぞ。
said banana.
これは電磁波兵器などではなくテレポートが可能な電子レンジだったのだ。
Now that's actually an interesting development, because if it's not here and no one took it out, what did it do with the banana? Well, obviously it must have moved it somewhere.
なんだってってそんな無茶な。
でなければこの密室からバナナが消えるはずがない。
ひとまず冷静になるべきじゃね。
そうだな。
We each take a deep breath. Oh, I know. If I'll eat one of the remaining bananas, that will calm me down. I reach for the bunch of bananas. Oh. Impossible. Impossible. Not 3 minutes ago, Daru plucked a banana from the bunch and put it inside the phone wave, named subject to change. But now, there's no sign that a banana was ever plucked. Instead, a single jellified banana has appeared amongst the regular bananas.
なんじゃこりゃ。どうなってんだ。
Daru notices it too. He reaches out to touch it, but I quickly stop him.
誰よ。このラボに今バナナはいくつある？
多分このバナナだけ。
このゲルバナがくっついているところはお前がさっきちぎった場所か？
わかんねえ。そこまで確認してないし。このゲルバナ完全にくっついてるな。
No cuts or anything. Aside from the jellification, it looks completely normal.
なあ、誰？これってもしかして。
The word I spoke impulsively a few seconds ago. I hesitate to speak it again. But I must. Because no matter how unbelievable it may be, we saw it with our own eyes. My head's full of question marks. I don't know how this happened, but if I were to explain it as I saw it, the banana that was inside the phone wave, named subject to change, returned instantly to its bunch. In other words,
テレポートだったりするんじゃないか？
I hear a girl's voice coming from the lounge.
興味深い実験してますね。
誰だ？
Did you steal our banana, woman? My heart just skipped a beat. I turn towards the voice in surprise. And a girl pierced by a sharp stare.
バカだ。なぜ貴様がここに？若干18歳にしてサイエンスに論文が掲載された天才。囚人監視の中で男をいじめるド S 女。そしてまたの名をザ・ゾンビ。
The zombie.
マキセ・クリス。
説明セリフをつ。
誰がゾンビだ？誰が？
一体どういうことだ？何が目的でここへ？
あなたに会いに来たの。岡部倫太郎さん。じゃなくて法王院京馬さんだった？
Wait, how does she know my real name? I've never spoken in front of her.
そうか。やはり貴様、機関に所属するエージェント。しかも特殊能力者だな。 それならば不死であることもうなずける。
だから死んでないって勝手に殺さないでくださいよ。橋田さん、この人何とかしてもらえませんか？
この状況でマキセ氏が現れたからオカリンは混乱してると思われ。
Daru doesn't seem fazed by this girl's entrance. Why?
誰？裏切ったのか？
オカリン暴走しすぎ。
マキセクリスに弱みを握られたか？それとも色化に惑わされたか？
I glare at Kurisu. He's my right-hand man. How dare you?
許さんぞこのビーチが！
落ち着け。
Kurisu's eyes flash dangerously. I think. Such intensity from an 18-year-old girl. Well, I add girl to it, I don't know why. Guess she's not a girl. Maybe she didn't resurrect after her first death. Maybe she's a robotic killing machine constructed to replace the dead Kurisu. Is that it? For now, I'll do as I'm told.
この場所のことは昨日講義が終わった後で橋田さんから聞いたの。あなたの名前もね。
That's all? The truth is, kind of a letdown.
俺と話をしに来たと言ったな。
そうです。私が死んだのを見たっていうのが事実なのか、単なるセクハラの言い訳なのか、それについての回答が欲しくて。
Now that she mentions it, she did treat me like I was a perv yesterday. Well, I suppose I should be grateful that she didn't call the cops on me after what I did. But what choice did I have? Anybody would react the same way if a dead person reappeared before them, right? I would be a little more reserved, but yeah.
でも今のあなたの振る舞いで理解した。どうやら単なるセクハラだったみたい。つまり私の予測が証明されたということ。
勝手に結論を出さないでもらおうか。お前は俺を誤解している。
I must clear my name or I'll be labeled as a perv forever.
まあそのことは今はいいんです。
え、いいのか？
That's a relief. I was sure she was going to call the police. But that, for now part bothers me. Kurisu enters the development room with a quick, confident stride. Even though she's only 18, she's got a decent figure and good posture. Not much in the chest, though. Her presence seems to fill the cramped room, driving me and Daru to the corners. Can't she tell this area's off limits?
そういえばまともに自己紹介してませんでしたね。マキセ・クリスです。改めましてよろしく。
She holds out her hand. What is she trying to do? Shoot lightning from her fingertips? That
握手
devil
もでき
woman?
ないの？日本の男の人って常識が足りないんじゃない？
Shake hands? This girl genius is asking for a handshake? We only met yesterday, and just moments ago she was on the verge of calling the cops.
欧米か？
アメリカで7年暮らしてますが何か？
欧米か。
I look down at her slender fingers. Glossy, healthy fingernails, no unnecessary nail polish. I stare, fixated. Slowly, I extend my hand, making sure to keep enough weight on my heels so I can flee at a moment's notice. I lightly grab the tip of Kurisu's index finger between my thumb and index finger, then instantly let go.
ビビりすぎ。
身にまとう殺気が半端ないからな。これが俗に言うマーシャルアーツか。
俗に言わないわよ。
では忍者。
言わないっつってんだろ。
She's completely cold. Her tone gets scary sometimes too.
アメリカ育ちならばNice to meet you と満面の笑みを浮かべながら握手を求めるのが普通だろう。
That's some of my favorite dialogue is when Okabe attempts to speak English and the accent that's on it. Some of my favorite dialogue throughout the whole series.
はや、むしろハグを求めるぐらいするべきだ。
Perhaps that's too much to expect from a killing machine.
どんな偏見よそれ。
Kurisu sighs. She's not even looking at me. Instead, she's staring at the bananas next to the phone wave named subject to change. The bananas which have just exhibited a most unusual phenomenon. Of the bunch, one has been completely jellified.
これ本当に興味深いですね。
Kurisu brings her face closer to it to get a good look.
ピンセットあります？
ない。
Oh. And then, Kurisu stabs the gelatinous banana with her index finger. She buries her beautiful fingertip knuckle deep into slimy banana.
何をする？希少な実験データを。
グズグズね。
Kurisu extracts her finger. Pieces of gel cling to her fingertip. She puts that fingertip into her mouth without any hesitation.
味はなしか。まず。
She says it with a straight face.
食い意地が張っているとはまだまだお子様だな。よみがえりし者よ。そんなに腹が減っているならば、バナナ一本ぐらい恵んでやろ
う。いりません。
そもそもあのバナナ眉しのじゃん。
遠慮することはない。俺が恵んでやると言っているのだ。
変態のバナナなんて誰が食べるもんですか。
変態のバナナ。
This again. Daru starts shaking as if he's been electrocuted. What? What's wrong?
変態のバナナを食べる。ぐずぐず。指くわえる。まずと顔をしかめる。
Looks like his cranial pervert processor is overclocking.
マキセシマキセシ。今のもう一度お願いできる？できれば悔しそうな顔でよろ。
はい？
ほら、変態のバナナなんて誰が食べるもんかって。できればその後で、ああでも、もう付け加えてくれるとなおグッド。
Suddenly, Kurisu's face turns bright red.
だるよ。お前はどうしようもないクズだし、最低の変態だが、今回ばかりはよくやったと言っておこう。
Payback is sweet. Now, to follow up for maximum combo, let's show this conceited little girl how true adults fight.
それで、マキセクリス、お前は今、何を想像したのだ？ぜひ教えてほしいものだな。さあ言え、天才少女、天才がどんな妄想をしたのかご考説願おうではないか。
このバカ。
Kurisu turns her back to us with perked shoulders. Looks like she's capable of expressing human emotion after all. That rules out robotic killing machine. Ah, I feel refreshed. I haven't felt this good in years. Way to go, Daru. That's my right-hand man. Always gets the job done.
あんたたち、二人とも変態だったのね。
いやー。
Don't admit it, you idiot.
お前に言われたくはない。
オーケー。生意気な振る舞いについては謝ります。
Kurisu sighs deeply and turns back to us. Her composure is already returned.
その原因があなた方のセクハラ行為にあったとしても、今は不問にする。
I wish she would stop saying for now. It's like she's gonna call the cops on me later.
詳しく教えてください。このバナナのことと、それとそっちの。
Kurisu glances at the phone wave named subject to change.
電子レンジのこと。
トップシークレットだ。あえて部外者のお前に一つだけ教えてやれるとするなら、こいつの名前は電話レンジカッコ仮だということぐらいだ。
カッコ 何それ。
そのままの意味だ。名前はまだ仮なのだ。
名前なんてどうでもいい。
だが、名前以外は教えることはできないぞ。
でもさオカリン、マキセ氏ならこのヘンテコ機能について解明してくれるかもよ。
それは。
She is a genius. She would have to be to defeat my sharp wit. We can trust her intellect, at least. But it's hard to stomach her attitude. Plus, she has danger written on her face. Not to mention, she's a little scary too. Then, I get a great idea.
ニヤニヤしちゃって。また何か変態チックなこと考えてる？
クリスティーナと言ったか、貴様。
誰がクリスティーナだ。一言も言っとらんわ。
Christina sounds like the name of a Hollywood film star. It definitely has more flavor than a real name.
このレンジの秘密を教えてほしければ、俺と取引してもらおうか。
何よ。
まず一つ、貴様にはラボメンとなってもらう。
ラーメン？
ラボメンだバカ者。ラボラトリーメンバー。
研究所のメンバーに迎えてくれるっていうこと？でも私8月中にアメリカに帰る予定なんですけど。
他者に秘密を漏らさないという誓約書を書いてもらうさ。もし破ったら貴様がむっつりスケベの変態だとサイエンス誌に告発する。
鬼畜だなオカリン。そのサイエンス発売されたら5冊買う。
ラボメンとなった暁には帰国するまでゲストとしてその頭脳を我がラボのために役立ててもらって結構だ。
偉そうに。詳しく契約書を見せて。
そんなものはない。ここはサークルであって会社ではないのだ。
知識を提供するだけなら OK です。ただし他に変態的なオプション契約があるなら答えはノーよ。
取って食ったりしないから安心しろ。
セクハラはする気？
しないっつの。
さっきあなたまず一つって言いましたよね。二つ目があるんでしょ？それが変態的要求の可能性が。
二つ目の条件はこの俺が貴様に対して行ったセクハラ一歩手前の行為について全て不問にすることだ。
オカリンちっちゃえ。人としての器がちっちゃいっす。そこに痺れる憧れる。
ダルに言われたくない。ちなみにダルのセクハラ行為はこの件に含まれない。そっちは二人で話し合え。
なんだとこら、ふざけるな。
こちらからの要求は以上だ。この2点を飲めないのなら今すぐお引き取り願おう。さあどうする？悪くない取引だと思うがな。
あんたにとってでしょ。
Kurisu puts her fingers to her brow and shakes her head in an exaggerated gesture.
まったくノルアドレナリンが過剰分泌されてる気分よ。開いた口が塞がらないわ。
貴様が顎関節症になろうとしたことではない。要求を飲むか飲まないか。
I gotta answer the phone. Hold on a second. It's my Eri. Used to go around shouting burn and stuff. Why do boys want fire powers? I think flower powers or plushie powers would be cuter, don't you? Okay, cool. And I've been looking for a good spot to stop. I think we're gonna stop here. Now, of course, first we're gonna take a look at the tips. But, yeah, I was having trouble finding a good spot, but I guess this will work. Let's see. So what is noradrenaline? A neurotransmitter secreted in the brain. Proper name, secreted in an excited emotional state. Let's see what's this one. Odd-eyed. The eyes are different colors. Okay, I've seen that before. I know what they're talking about now. Phase transition. They were saying this wasn't a phase transition when the banana moved. and we're pretty familiar with phase transition on a regular basis, like, you know, things go, like thawing or freezing something. Let's see, what else do we have? We have singularity in astrophysics, a point of infinite gravity. Okay, cool. Terminal mode, using another networked external computer to terminal to operate a program that cannot be run otherwise. That's why we love you. That's why we admire you. A quotation from a popular manga, Juju's Bizarre Adventures. Okay. Let's see, what else do we got here? Ah, okay, this was a really old computer, 16-bit PC in the 1980s. Interesting. So they do have a very old computer. Okay, Chevy. An American automobile brand. Now, that's not fictional, is it? But whatever. A fractal structure. In geometry, a structure that demonstrates self-similarity. The smallest portion of a fractal structure will appear similar to the whole. Common examples of fractal structures are snowflakes and coastlines. Okay, that makes sense. Because they were talking about how it had, like, little micro holes all over it. In Japanese, please. Teasing phrase used in an online message board to tell an incomprehensible poster to please post comprehensibly. We use the same thing in English. English, please. MacGyver. Okay, yeah, so it was MacGyver, they're just using a fictional name. Okay. Min sponge. An example of a fractal structure. Okay. Oh, so this is something that it's a theoretical thing. It's not something we can do. Okay. Okay, that makes sense. So the more holes you drill in it, the more volume it would lose, but it would lose less surface area, I think is what they're saying. It's just a thought experiment from what I can tell. Anyway, so this is where we're going to stop. Sorry for the longer episode, unless you like that kind of thing. And like me sneezing. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching. And I'll see you guys next time for more Steins Gate, the visual novel. I'm really excited. Like, you have no idea. I'm really, really excited for this game. I want to play it so bad. In fact, I watched someone... Not any past what we've done, but I watched someone stream a little bit of it, and I'm so excited. I want to play it so bad. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and we will continue this next time in Steins Gate, the visual novel. Bye.